You're safe now. Get inside and bar the doors, quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss.
Harding, you all right?
I've been doing what I can to help. The ritual must be weakening the Veil. There are a lot of scared people out here. And what about you two? Are you okay?
Fought some demons, and the Archon's palace took a few shots at us. Nothing we couldn't handle.
Speak for yourself.
Have you got my gear?
Right over there. Where's Nev Gallus? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
The Venatori got to her first. They grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep it quiet.
Not a problem. I saw Dumont Plaza while I was scouting the area, and it was crawling with Venatori. Follow me.
Eyes up. We've got company.
Rook, you're awake. And we're...
In the Fade.
This is where people come when they dream, but dwarves don't dream. And somehow, we're here.
Yeah, it's unreal. Nev thought we should talk about what to do next.
We should. But maybe look around a little. We might be here a while. It wasn't supposed to go this way. What do we do now? What do we do?
Harding?
Oh, hey, Rook. How's it going?
Did you ever find places like this chasing Solus with Varric?
Not exactly. But with Solus, it was always about the Fade, or the Veil, or some other in-between place. Varric always hated it, though. At least this place feels different. Maybe... safer?
Harding, are you doing all right?
I don't know. Are you? Is anyone? Anyway, doesn't matter how I'm doing. What are we gonna do about this mess? We were going to go back through the Illuvian, right? Let's start with that. As soon as we can.
You know you can take some time to just...
Now you sound like Varric. Varric and I started this. And I can't stop. Not now. Don't ask me to. So, come get me when you're ready to go. All right?
If Elganon and Gillinane are worse than Solus, we don't have time to waste. We need to act now.
We don't know what they can do or what they want.
I should have taken the shot.
That would have made things worse.
You don't know that. All you have are guesses.
We're up against something unfamiliar, working with more rumors than facts. Of course that's all I have.
I should have taken the shot.
You didn't take the shot. I destroyed the statue. Who do you want to blame more for the outcome? We all did what we thought was best in the moment.
And look where it got us. Tried to stop the world from being swallowed by chaos, and now it might be swallowed by chaos anyway. Elven gods escaped from their prison, Solus is in your head, and we're scrambling to figure out what to do. And Varric?
Varric knew the risks. He knew what it might cost.
And we're still standing. The fight's not over.
You know, I like that about you, Lace. You don't stop fighting, you push for answers and action, while I can get stuck on questions forever.
Well, we need someone who can put the pieces of the puzzle together. We're fighting the unknown.
Exactly. Everyone has a part to play. Varric brought us together because of our strengths. He wanted a team he could rely on. We have to be that team.
Play to our strengths.
And rely on each other.
I think I can manage that.
Then let's find Solus's dagger. It'll be a start. delirium.
Harding? Harding!
This is the eternal hymn, the prayer and the proclamation. I am. We are free again. Whole again. Here again. Here again.
Harding!
I can hear it. The Song of the Stone. What is happening to me? What the? Something like that?
And it's still with you.
Yes. I think so. It can't be possession, can it?
I doubt it. Dwarves can't be possessed. They aren't connected to the Fade. Solus's dagger triggered this event. But how? Or why? I'm sorry, Lace. I wish I had answers.
It's all right. Talking has helped. And hey, we got the dagger, right? Mission accomplished. Dwarves have never used magic. We can't.
Maybe it's not the same kind of magic mages use. You moved the stone, and they call us children of the stone.
Right.
It's a wonderful gift. You must be proud.
But I didn't do anything to earn this. How could I be proud? I don't even know how it happened. It's all a little strange. But not in a bad way. I feel connected
To
to the stone.
stone sense. Like some of us dwarves are meant to have. Did you have it before?
I'm a surfacer. The traditionalists will say I live removed from the stone.
Well, that's clearly not true anymore.
Maybe the dagger unlocks something hidden. But this is more than the stone sense I know. I hope you're right that this is a gift. I'd be heartbroken if it caused problems.
Harding, you being here is never a problem.
Huh. Really?
I don't know what I'd do if you went here, to be honest.
That's so sweet. Thank you. I, feel the same. I'll send word to the Grey Wardens about the blight we saw. And then I'm gonna lie down.
And we need more answers about what the gods are planning. I'll find some place to relax and try to reach Solus in the Fade.
Good luck. Try not to let him get to you. It feels like we're finally making some progress. And I'm not sure what my new magic's about, but I know it feels right. Toldar is a tunnel. Veilguard, Velos Atreidim. But Velos Atreidim is nothing like Isatunal.
Isatunal? I remember. After you touched the dagger, the prayer, the proclamation, Isatunal. What exactly are you proclaiming?
They don't remember. No one remembers. We don't even know what we lost.
You're not hearing a word I'm saying, are you?
Uh-huh.
You know you're adorable, right?
Sure, whatever you think is best. Huh? What? What's happened?
I said, you're adorable.
You're poking fun at me.
would never poke fun. I respect you too much.
Is that so?
100%. So what's Isatunal?
When I say Isatunal, does it mean anything to you? Does it stir anything in you?
No.
And you're a dwarf. Huh. So that's interesting. Isatunal is an affirmation, a statement of existence, of being. It means I am here. But no, not I. I is singular, but it isn't. We either. We is multiple, but also separate.
What?
Isatunal is the eternal hymn that encompasses all time, all spaces. I am, we are, this and that, here, there, now, and forever.
What's important is that you're happy.
Happy? Happy's not it. Whole. Right, maybe. I'm certain Isatunal describes how we, the dwarves, once were. But none of the books say anything about it. None of the histories are right. If we forgot something so important, what else did we forget?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I don't expect you to have an answer. Thanks for letting me babble, by the way.
Anytime. That's what I'm here for.
I'm heading out to practice my new magic. I could use some moral support. I really have to get better at using my new abilities. Don't want to drop a rock on someone's head.
Drive in Ireland before, right?
Varric and I did. We passed through Arlithan Forest while we were searching for Solus. Strife and Irulan helped us navigate the Fade.
Oh, I heard about that. Spatial anomalies and time loops. I wish I could have seen it.
Varric hated it so much, being outdoors and all. And when the outdoors is upside down and lost in time and you're harassed by spirits wearing your face, well...
Oh, that would be a nightmare for anyone, I think.
All right. See this rock? I'm gonna move it. Oh, awkward. Why are you just standing there?
Do you want me to turn around? Give you two some privacy?
But I did it before, when we were fighting Darkspawn.
We were in danger. Maybe that helped?
So, a mental cue. Some kind of emotional trigger.
You're thinking too hard about it. Maybe think less and feel more. Have fun. Go with what feels good.
Feels good. Right. Connection. Joy. Fun. You know, we would sometimes go to the shore of Lake Calenhad in summer. My friends and I would collect stones and see who could build the best rock fort. I bet my fort would be the best now. Oh. It worked! It worked! That was a great idea, Rook!
I haven't seen you look this happy in a while, Harding.
I know. Life, right? Let's not talk about it. I just want to enjoy the moment. Being around you makes me feel lighter somehow.
Your hair is so bright in the sunlight. Sorry, it's just, really pretty.
Oh, thanks.
Are you blushing?
No. I mean, yeah. You try moving rocks with your mind. I mean, I should go practice more. Shouldn't I? I should.
Easy.
Maker, I thought I was dead for sure.
How are you feeling? How's the leg?
Broken, I think. But I'm alive. And I'm grateful for that. The rocks. How did you do that?
Harding?
Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Sister, I feel you, touched by the ancients as I was. Find me. Look to those closest to the stone, and find me.
Harding? What's wrong? What are you hearing?
I'm sorry. Let's just get our friend to safety, and then we'll talk. Ugh. Okay.
You've been quiet?
I know. Just thinking. But I said we'd talk, didn't I? I heard a voice after we saved that man. It told me I was touched by the ancients and that I should seek it out. Seek her out.
Uh-huh. Now you know what it's like to have a voice in your head.
You know, I don't care for it. What if she's like me? Maybe that's why only I heard her. She said to look to those closest to the stone to locate her.
Other dwarves. Not surfacers like us, but ones who still live in the deep roads.
Maybe there are other people down there with magic.
You gonna drag me down to the deep roads?
I will absolutely drag you with me wherever I look for answers. I'll check with my contacts in Orzammar. The minute they give me a lead, we'll go.
It's a date?
A date?
I mean, a prearranged time and place for a specific activity. Unless you wanted it to be a date.
I, shouldn't get ahead of myself. Who knows if my contacts will have anything to say.
Right. Let me know.
Oh, hey, Rook. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
You seem a little more comfortable with your new abilities. How are you feeling?
Things are weird, but I'm adjusting, I think. That's not what I came in here for, though.
All right, Harding. What's on your mind?
So, the Wardens. I know some. A married couple Varric and I met while we were tracking Solus.
I'd almost forgot about that. I really am getting too old for this shit.
You think they'll talk to us? After the first warden and everything?
It's worth a try. I can write them and hope.
Okay. Let's see who's in our corner. Cold. I felt it the moment the boat docked.
I keep telling myself it's not real. But it sure feels like it.
The elven lullaby. It goes, Irsatel Mithalas Matheneras.
Did you say Isatunal?
I didn't, but it sounded like that, didn't it? I knew you'd catch that.
That's Elven. What does it mean?
We don't really know. It's an old lullaby with old words. Irsatel might mean I'm empty, full of nothing, if I had to guess. I don't know why I brought it up, it just came to me.
Was never Elven, but a mispronunciation of Isatunal. Maybe they knew it had something to do with the Titans and tried to write it down.
And got it wrong. Then over time, the sounds shifted. That's brilliant. The lullaby's full of words that don't make sense in Elven. If this is why... I have to go look at it again. Then became bad Elven.
Oh, go on.
Irsana Emma. In Elven, it could mean I'm filled with nothing. But what if it's actually Isana?
The dwarven word for lyrium?
Isn't lyrium Titan blood? The next line's about the elven gods. Your lyrium brings pride to the gods. They did use lyrium, we know that much.
Wow.
Is this difficult for you? I don't have to keep going.
No, keep going. I'm invested now. Rantium, huh? And they called you that before the demon.
Ah, you don't have that enchanted barbed arrow in your quiver because you think it's pretty.
It is, though, isn't it? The red shimmer is the enfeebling magic, and the spike tip is designed to splinter inside the target.
Very nice.
I thought you'd like that. I really hope I don't have to use it, though. Cost me a lot of gold.
That's why you only have the one.
Well, I only need one. Especially from this close.
But flinch whenever I use my skills. You think, this time he's definitely gone full demon.
It's not personal.
If you're watching me in battle, you leave yourself open to our actual enemies.
The power of the demon-possessed assassin should make up for how twitchy everyone else gets, right?
Track from the beginning, right?
I guess so.
What's your assessment of the targets?
Honestly, anybody the Venatori get excited about is trouble.
That's the truth. Use your magic.
Oh, it's like I'm touching something vast and eternal. A well deep inside.
Not so much like possession.
No, but it was terrifying the first time it happened.
That I understand.
And do you do that on purpose?
I don't. Why?
So you just naturally look amazing when spite helps? Some people get possessed and become mounds of pulsating flesh. You get wings.
Lucky me. My demon has a sense of style.
To do in Treviso. Anything you recommend?
Killing Antam or Venatori?
Oh, right. Sorry.
Interested in Treviso? Use Thea to show you around.
And Dorothea? She's so intimidating.
You're joking. Thea?
She's so polished, you know? I bet she never makes a mistake with the silverware.
She does keep track of which ones Viago's poisoned.
You become such a good cook anyway. It doesn't feel like a crow thing.
I was stuck in prison for a year. Thinking about how I'd kill my enemies was entertaining, until I ran out of ideas. That's when I started thinking up dishes. You come from Ferelden, right?
Sure do. Is this the start of a turnip joke?
Everyone likes turnips. No. Are you from Denerim, then?
No, the countryside near Redcliffe. Why?
I've never been to Ferelden.
Honest, you've really never been to Ferelden? But I thought you traveled all over.
The crows don't take many contracts there. Not since the Fifth Blight.
I heard Terran Loghain hired crows in his fight over the throne.
And that's why we don't work there anymore.
So the crows don't work in Ferelden anymore because of Loghain? Why exactly?
House Aranai embarrassed themselves so badly on that job, the crows buried 6 different Eighth Talons.
You're saying they actually die of embarrassment?
Some of them weren't dead at the time, but they got it eventually. So, the Redcliffe countryside.
It's beautiful. Green, so many trees, wild berries everywhere. Most of them aren't even poisonous.
Do you have wyverns there?
You know, I've never heard of any around, but there are dragons. They usually don't overlap territory.
Pity.
Remembered, they have wyverns in Orlais across the border. Nobles hunt them for sport.
I've taken contracts in Orlais, but never in the countryside.
So if you have to take out a target and there were wyverns around, what would you do?
Kill the target and leave the body for the wyverns, of course. I need something for the bait.
And when the wyverns show up?
Nothing. Just seeing a wyvern is the whole point.
Well, I'd say we found the camp. So did some darkspawn, looks like.
The fire's still going. So I put the word out for dragon hunters, and I've heard back about someone who might work. It's a woman named Tosh from a group of Ravani treasure hunters called the Lords of Fortune.
Sounds promising.
An agent for the Lords said that Tosh is working on a mission for them along the Ravane coast. If we help her, she'll be free to join us and fight any blighted dragons the gods throw our way.
What do you know about what's going on in Ravane right now?
Not much more than you do. Varric and I never went there while hunting Solus. The Kunari were on pretty good terms with Ravane, but that was before the Antam military broke away from the rest of the Kun. I wouldn't be surprised if the Antam invaded Ravane like they did Treviso and Eastern Tevinter.
All right. Guess we'll be ready. Thanks for finding a contact. There can't be that many professional dragon hunters around.
Time to find out if the crossroads can get us to an alluvion in that area. We'll head out whenever you're ready.
Tell me, Rook, where are you from?
I trained with the wardens in the Anderfels.
Home to the fortress of Weishaupt. I've heard stories. You must tell me about your journeys once we're above ground.
Did I see you writing a message to the Inquisition? What's that about?
You know Varric and I were part of the Inquisition, right? I'm trying to get news about the South. But Charter hasn't replied to any of my messages. I'm trying not to worry about what's happening there, but... No, it's probably fine. Charter's just busy. She's always busy.
Charter... who's that?
She's the Inquisition's spy master. Well, no. I guess now that the Inquisition answers to the Chantry, that makes her Divine Victoria's spy master.
I haven't heard much about the Inquisition in years.
Oh, that's intentional. When the breach was open, we needed a large group to stop Southern Thedas from falling into chaos. It's changed in the years since. We're a smaller force working underground to keep an eye on things going on in the world.
A spy master? She doesn't know things about me, does she? Do I need to worry?
Charter probably knows everything about you. Oh, but she's not gonna use it against you. I mean, if you behave.
So how long were you with the Inquisition? 10 years?
Something like that. Why?
You must know the Inquisitor.
Well, yeah, we worked together. I wasn't part of the Inquisitor's inner circle, though. I spent more time with the ordinary people, the ones you didn't hear about.
And the Inquisitor's advisors? What about them?
Of all of them, I'd say Josephine is my favorite. She's lovely. She still sends me a box of handmade sweets from Val Royeaux every year on my name day. Cullen and I got along too, but he was always busy. He would have bad days from lyrium withdrawal sometimes, and I would share the tea that my ma sent. He's from Ferelden too. Maybe it reminded him of home.
What about Leliana? I heard she's intense.
I think she likes to cultivate that reputation. She's not nearly as terrifying as she sounds. Oh, I passed her in the Great Hall one day, and she suddenly turned and asked me if I wanted a nug.
What, like for lunch? Oh, if I had a copper for every time someone asked me if I eat nog.
Liliana wouldn't joke like that. No, she just bred them as pets.
So did you take the nug?
No! What am I gonna do with a nug? Do not say eat it.
But you did know people from the Inquisitors Inner Circle, didn't you?
I knew them, sure, but those early days, all I wanted was to prove myself and not get in anyone's way. Some of them were more approachable than others. Sarah was a puppy with a new toy, 100 new toys. Fun, if you can handle the mess. She was really the only one who could make Rainier, well, Blackwall then, let down his guard. Otherwise, he kept to himself and stuck to the stables. We'd talk when I visited the horses. And there was Cole, of course.
The spirit boy?
Yep. I was just sitting on the walls one day, and he asked if he could join my game.
Like a card game?
Nah, just good old people watching. Must have seemed like a game to him somehow. We'd pick strangers out of the crowd and try to say something about them. Like, ooh, she heard the joke yesterday and she's still trying not to laugh. Or one of Cole's. His eyes remind her of the ones beneath her bed.
Who stores eyes under their bed? I'm partial to a nice wall display myself.
Well, that's one interpretation that never occurred to me. Thanks.
You're welcome. Wasn't Cole an empath? He must have been great at this game.
Ah, but the rule was you couldn't say anything you actually knew. He got it in the end. I think.
So you didn't ask him if he guessed right?
Well, being right wasn't the point. Making a habit of seeing people was. I think he liked that. It's why you don't miss.
So tell me about these ordinary Inquisition members I haven't heard about.
The Inquisition hired hundreds, and most of them weren't Magisters or Ben Hasrith or the left hand of the Divine. There were scouts and stable hands, carpenters and cooks and quartermasters, even 2 dedicated pastry chefs. Most of them volunteered, like me. We wanted to help in whatever small way we could.
I'm sure those pastries were a great help.
My ma likes to say that sometimes the pie is for eating, and sometimes it's for crying into. Doesn't even need to be pie. Rector liked cake, and Faulkner loved soup. But food was always a comfort.
Rector, Faulkner...
Liliana gave all her agents pseudonyms.
Right, like Charter.
Well, Charter's Charter, but when the other 2 and I were together, we were just Lace, Wilbur, and Katya.
Do you miss it? The Inquisition, I mean.
It's hard to miss an organization. They're only as good as their people, don't you think? But I do miss my friends. We write each other, but it's not the same. And the Inquisition is different from what we've built here. Not better or worse, just different. It's special when you're among people working toward the same goal.
Not everyone. There was Solus. What did you really think of him back then?
Lonely. He always seemed lonely. It's hard not to be when you hold yourself above everyone else.
As smart as he's supposed to be, there's just some things he doesn't get. At all.
Yeah. Maybe one day he will. Maybe. If you help him. Anyway, I'm sure something out there's on fire, and here I am rambling about the past. I should let you go. Talk later?
But I find it completely unnatural.
I don't get why you think cremation's so bad. Everyone outside Navarra burns their dead.
All those lost vessels. Fine mansions reduced to ash. Manfred, for instance. How would his wisp have fared if I hadn't given it a body?
Where or who do you get his body from?
There was no single donor. The arms were recovered from a charnel pit. The ribs were a gift from a dear friend. And Manfred's wisp picked out his own skull from some donations. That was quite the day. He's been fine company during my necropolis excursions ever since.
What does Manfred understand exactly?
Simple things, but he grows. Spirits of curiosity are voracious learners. The more he experiences, the more sophisticated his conclusions. With guidance, of course.
Yep, same to you.
It's just Manfred's way of saying hello. I encountered him as a wisp in the necropolis years ago. A simple spirit, but so curious. He refused to leave my side.
So, you built a skeleton for the spirit to live in?
Spirits are formed from the emotions and desires of people in the mortal realm. Manfred's wisp came from curiosity. It's these spirits which animate the dead. Their drive revives the corpse, yet the corpse colors their actions. Thus, the eternal question, are undead inhuman spirits puppeting a body, or does some shade of the departed return?
It's got to bring back a little peace, at least.
That's my belief as well. I swear I could see it sometimes, Rook. A glint of recognition of something more in the dead.
Hey, that's my sleeve. Are you trying to steal my buttons?
As well as a certain mischievousness. Manfred.
Demon, no further! Isn't standing up to them supposed to work?
Let Lucanus go! Don't make us hurt both of you!
What's going on? Lucanus?
It's not Lucanus, it's the demon. It's taking him over. He's trying to leave.
Smells like jam and brimstone.
Rook, do something!
Spite, stop. You're not taking Lucanus through the Alluvion.
I could, if you'd move.
So you can take him where? Off a cliff, or worse?
How did... Rook? Dash?
You tried to walk through the Alluvion in your sleep.
Spite wanted out.
I need coffee.
Are you sure you're all right?
This could be better. It's hard for Spite to take control when I'm awake, so I try to stay awake.
You can't just stay awake forever. I think that would kill you.
I'll be more careful next time.
We do have magical experts here, you know. Once they put their heads together, they'll fix this.
I already talked to Nev and Bellara. Don't worry about it. This won't happen again. And thanks.
You're from Ferelden, aren't you?
I am. You too?
Denerim. Haven't seen it in years, though.
Such craftsmanship. Handmade from stone.
I'm glad someone's amused. Why did Morgan want to meet in Minrathous? Isn't she helping the Veil Jumpers in Arlathan?
Indeed. But today we have a guest, and she needed the anonymity that only a city provides.
Well, look who it is.
Good to see you, Lace.
Rook, you remember how Varric and I served the Inquisition? Well, this is Inquisitor Llewellyn, the woman who led us all.
It's an honor to meet you.
Relax. I won't be trying to arrest you like the first warden.
You heard about that.
Dorian Pavis is an old friend. He filled me in. Indeed. You have had many eyes upon you, Rook.
Morrigan and Harding have told me about what you've accomplished since taking over for Varric. You've put together an impressive team, and you've got the best chance, maybe the only chance, to stop Elganon and Gillenane.
I won't let you down.
Don't worry about me. Worry about the people you've recruited, and about the people depending on you. I only sealed the breach because I had people like Cassandra, Leliana, and Cullen with me from the start. Without Dorian's magic and Josephine's diplomacy, we never would have come together to stop Corypheus. Years later, I had to turn the Inquisition over to Chantry control. But I never lost the friends who had gotten me through it all. Ultimately, they're the only ones you can really count on. Do right by them, and you'll find your way.
We've got the makings of a good team, I think. We'll do our best.
And while you do so, Rook, the Inquisitor will do her best to ensure that the rest of the world remains intact. A daunting prospect, given that most of the South is under siege by Darkspawn.
It's that bad?
If not for the Inquisitor, the South would have collapsed completely. She has not been idle while you assembled your team.
I've been having trouble getting people in authority to listen to us. If you help with some of your political strength...
My political strength? Tevinter hates me. The Venatori helped make sure of that. And while I have a few friends in the Wardens, their leadership hasn't much cared for me since we clashed at Adamant Fortress.
The Inquisitor did not come all this way to leave you with empty words, however. She brought something no one else could.
A wolf statuette. We've found others like it in the crossroads. Where'd you find yours?
I found it right around the time Solus's ritual failed, when he was pulled into the Fade. We've examined the magic, and it's tied to the Veil. To him. Somehow.
Solus is ancient, and his magic is part of him in a way far beyond that of mortals. I suggest you take it to the crossroads and see if something in the lighthouse calls to it. Perhaps it will yield some insight into your new ally.
Right now, Solus is giving us the information we need to track down the gods.
Yes, he is a vital source of information and advice, just as he was to the Inquisition before. He is the Dread Wolf. He led a rebellion that lasted centuries. How many alliances do you think he has made and broken?
Solus was... important to me. If this statuette helps you understand him, if it uncovers something that... Honestly, I don't know. I wish I did. But this feels like a part of him. And whatever he and I once were, I think... I hope... it might help you.
We should go, Inquisitor. The armies in the south need you.
Right. Harding, stay sharp. You're my eyes in the north.
Always, Inquisitor.
Rook, good luck. If I come across anything else that can help, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you. Any luck tracking down your mystery friend?
The Shaperate didn't like me asking about Shaper Valta. Or harassing people with talk of dwarven magic.
Wish we had time to head down there and show them what you can do.
I don't think that would have helped.
But think how satisfying it would be.
Yeah. What's satisfying about being thrown in a Deep Roads prison? Orzammar takes its heritage very seriously.
So, what now?
I was thinking, the voice said look to those closest to the stone. What if she never meant Orzammar?
Are you suggesting Kal Sharok?
Yes.
The lost capital of the dwarves? That Kal Sharok?
Exactly. Its people survived in isolation, apart from the rest of us. They re-emerged, some 20 years ago?
And you think they're close to the stone?
Orzammar can't help. What have I got to lose?
You think it's wise to contact the Kal Sharok dwarves?
What do you mean?
I've heard that they're... different. Tainted somehow. That when the Taig was abandoned to the Darkspawn, its people did things to survive.
I've heard the same. I hope you don't think we should avoid them because they're not like us.
Of course not. They're akin, and it's been thousands of years.
Exactly.
Are you sure Orzammar isn't hiding something?
Pressing them for information would be tricky. I could anger someone important. If Kal Sharok doesn't turn out, I can go back to poking at Orzammar. But not before then.
How do we get in touch with these Kal Sharok dwarves?
Already working on it. You don't spend 10 years in the Inquisition without making contacts. I should have a meeting set up by the time we're ready to leave. Veilguard?
Yes.
Lace Harding, of the Inquisition.
Wait, how do you know about...
And this is the one they call Rook? And Davrin, Grey Warden. Antunsha Valpartha Vidur.
Anas tu, Salroka.
You have brought a strange assortment to our gates, Lace Harding.
Someone did their reading?
We are not as blind as Orzama wishes. We know enough.
I'm looking for someone touched by the Ancients. Does that mean anything to you?
Yes, she has been waiting for you. Follow, and keep your weapons ready. The roads are dark, the creatures there even more so. You are staring.
What? No.
You want to know if you can see the corruption you hear we carry?
Sorry. I shouldn't have.
Like them so you can defeat them. We are like them so we can survive them. Kal Sharok was abandoned to its fate many generations ago, when the Darkspawn first came. We lost many, some to the corruption, some by their own hand, and some found another way. Atuva Galta Satot. The stone is colder than death, as they say.
Thank you for leading her here, Stalguard. They call me the Oracle.
Is that a rock that just looks like a person, or a person that looks like a rock?
Yes.
Oh, good, thanks.
I know you. Don't I?
Once I was Volta, as you were Lace, then Scout, and now something else.
All this. Is this what I am? Am I like you?
I cannot tell you what you are. Look within, and remember. Remember when the Earth was alive, and the Titans walked the land. In one voice they sang, a chorus of creation, and of connection.
Isatunal. The song.
When the Titans fell, we awoke, but the melody was already lost.
The dwarves.
We were always just shattered fragments of a greater whole.
The stone sense. My magic. It's Titan magic. But why? Why did this happen? Why do I remember Isatunal? What happened to the Titans?
There's something else here. It's found you.
I didn't do anything!
Move out of there!
Alive?
Did you feel it? Fury. Such fury. And with you as its mark.
Me? But why?
Good question. Harding hasn't done anything bad, right?
There are horrors in the depths. They have awakened to you now. Look within for your answers. And beware.
No, wait! I have more questions!
Huh.
She does that. Riddles, riddles, riddles. Oh, I'm a rock.
But those weren't answers! She gave me nothing! Come back! Make her come back!
Harding?
Ugh! It's all right. I'm all right. Sorry. We're done. Let's just get out of here. Oh, hey.
Are you brooding?
Brooding makes you attractive and mysterious. I read that in the Randy Dowager.
And how's that working out for you?
I don't know. Do I seem more attractive and mysterious?
I think you're always attractive and mysterious. So, why don't you tell me what's wrong?
It's just that whole visit to the Oracle. Ugh. I barely got to speak with her, and then being attacked by that creature. This was supposed to be a good thing.
One small hurdle doesn't erase what's good about this.
I just wish I knew what to do.
Whatever you decide to do, you aren't alone.
I know. It's nice to know I have friends. And you, of course.
I'm not a friend.
Oh, I didn't mean that. I just meant that you're... special. Or special-er. Having you by my side has made all this easier to bear. I don't know what I'd do if you weren't here.
I know. And I'll be here as long as you need me. That's a promise.
The first warden's gonna be so mad when he wakes up.
Hoping he won't. I decked him pretty hard.
He'll have bigger problems on his hands than us.
Rook, Tosh, glad I caught you both. The Grey Wardens found a cave that one of the Blighted Dragons uses as its lair.
Where?
In the Hussberg wetlands. There's no sign of the dragon itself, though.
I should check it out. We need to know how different the Blighted Dragons really are. They might turn into something like Gillenane's archdemon did. If there's a clue, I have to be ready.
Hey, Harding.
Oh, Rook, hi. Is there something you need?
Balara made snacks. Seems like you could use one. And food always makes me feel better.
I could use some cheering up, actually.
It's Solus's memory, isn't it?
They stole Titan blood to walk the world like humans. And when the Titans didn't like that, they just took their spirits. Should I be angry or sad? Why aren't I angrier? It's a lot to handle.
I want to say I know how you feel, but I don't. I'm not connected to the stone like you are.
And still, I feel like I don't have all the pieces of the puzzle. It's strange. I don't hate Solus for this, even though a part of me thinks I should. I don't even want revenge. Revenge won't bring the Titans back. It can't erase what happened. And the Inquisitor thinks Solus can be saved. And I want to try. But I just want to talk. As equals. I wonder if he's even capable. Solus was always distant. Guess it's hard to react when a magic rock's talking at you. Anyway, thanks for checking on me. I'll be all right.
I know. You're Lace Harding, child of Titans. You can handle anything.
Oh, shut up.
You're still working?
Just finishing some things up. You know you're being creepy, right? Why are you watching me?
Because you haven't been sleeping, and I wanted to figure out why.
Oh, right. I have dreams now. When I go to sleep, I mean.
Dwarves don't dream. We never have.
Solus used the dagger to rip the dreams from the Titans. Maybe when I touched it, the dreams came back? It's unnerving. It's like my mind's telling a story to itself and is really bad at it.
You're really not selling this dream thing.
I've had fun dreams, sure, but lately they've been more scary.
Right. Nightmares. I've read about them.
Usually I'm being chased or hunted. There's something that glows red, just out of my sight, and I know it's gonna get me, but I don't know how I know.
Would it help if I was there?
Oh, I couldn't bother you like that.
But please do.
You realize you just offered to be with me all night while I sleep.
Well, yeah. I mean, yes, that is what I offered.
Rook.
You go.
Is there something happening between us? I'm not just imagining things, am I?
I think there's something. And I kind of like it.
Me too. I never wanted to say it because I didn't want things to get awkward.
Nah, it's still pretty awkward. But we just need to keep at it until we push through to the other side.
Hey, guess what? I'm not thinking about my bad dreams anymore.
Whoa, I suddenly feel tired.
Oh, of course. Right, I'm not the only one who's not sleeping. We could continue this in the morning?
I can't wait.
Meet me in Ravane? I've got sparring practice with the lords, and I could use the sea air. So could you.
You know, that sounds quite nice.
All right, then. I'll see you soon. Feels like home.
They said I could find you here.
Good timing. I think I'm done for the day. The Lords of Fortune don't mess around, do they? Hey, thanks for the lessons. I'll be back. I'm beat. I just gotta...
You just gotta...
Do you feel that? It's dark. And they're so afraid. So alone.
Hodding? What's happening?
There's so many of them. All in my head. So much.
Shit. Oh, shit. Hey, let's just talk. Talk to me.
I could feel it. Rippling through the stone. Confusion. Isolation. Fear.
Whose fear?
Whatever was after me has turned on the dwarves. It's drawing me out. Drawing me down.
Listen. You're not alone. Whatever's out there, we'll face it together. I promise. Together.
I could kiss you right now. I'm going to kiss you right now.
Lise has something we might need to... It's your, magic.
Rook?
You make the world spin, Lace Harding.
Rook! Lyrium. It's like I'm infused with lyrium.
I noticed it when we touched. That night when we talked about your dreams.
You knew? You knew, and you still kissed me?
Wow, I feel drunk.
Yeah, it's because I turned your head into mush.
Or it's love.
You boob! This is not funny! Okay, I'll fix it. I promise. I will find a way and I will fix it. Okay? Okay? Damn it! No, don't touch me! Watching me.
I watch everyone.
You're worried about what I heard through the stone, aren't you?
Yes.
Me too.
So hold on. The Blight was the Severed.
Dreams.
Right. Dreams of the Titans. And they were driven mad by imprisonment?
Yep.
How do you wrap your head around that?
The same way you wrap your head around the elven gods talking to mortals as the Tevinter old gods who were really their dragon thralls? Reality is wild. Just go with it.
Bad feeling, Harding?
I try to ignore it, but something's out there in the stone.
I can relate. Warden sense when Darkspawn are around. My skin crawls.
What do?
The only thing I can. Go hunt Darkspawn.
Well, I think I'm ready for my own hunt. So, does the fire feel like a part of you? Or I don't know, like something else inside you?
No, it has to be me.
Has to? What if it's not?
How?
Sometimes, the stone magic feels like something else in me. It's me, but it's not me. You know?
You have to feel the magic as part of you. You can't control it till you admit it's yours.
If you're gonna start fires or earthquakes, take it outside.
Yes, Mother.
That what it's like for you with Warden crap?
It's not quite the same with the Grey Wardens. We have to connect with the Blight to gain power over it.
And make it part of you.
Well, yeah.
Right, same thing.
You make it sound so easy.
You know how many times I set my bed on fire? My mother had to get special sheets. You'll get there. And make sure Rook treats you right. Let me know if she doesn't.
What if Harding doesn't treat me right?
Probably had it coming.
Thanks.
Rook has been nothing but kind. It's still early, but yeah,
Good. You deserve to be happy.
we all do.
I'm standing right here.
For now.
Rook has been nothing but kind. It's still early, but yeah.
I think we're quite happy.
Rook has been nothing but kind. It's still early, but yeah.
Good. You deserve to be happy.
I don't understand why you're bringing so many books.
Well, I don't see what your objections are to my taking a canopy.
We're only going for 2 days.
You've hardly brought more than a flask and a bedroll.
Should I send a search party out for you two in a couple of days?
No.
Of course not.
Emmerich wants to see more of Ferelden, so we're going camping. But he's treating it like we're going to an academic thing.
An expedition can have its earthly comforts.
You want to bring a shaving kit in the woods.
My dear Harding, a gentleman is never without a brush and a razor.
The whole point of going to the wilds is to get away from all that. So what if you get muddy and smell a little bad?
One can enjoy the scenery while remembering to bathe.
Emmerich, you can't be surprised Lace is a fearless camper. Plants, outdoors. This is what she loves.
Aw, I love that you get me. Just wait for the trip I'm planning for you. But first, this trip. If Emmerich finishes packing...
Harding, does it really matter if Emmerich brings 8 books?
9, actually.
And Emmerich, so what if Harding is fine sleeping on dirt?
Not all the time. Okay, Rook, I know. This trip's supposed to be fun.
I really have looked forward to you showing me more of your home, Harding.
Me too. Oh, and I'll make us sandwiches.
Ah, your famous ham and jam slam?
Well, yam and jam slam because you don't eat meat. So I'll use yams.
How thoughtful. Thank you, Harding.
This smells amazing. Does all coffee smell like this? Or just the stuff you make?
Coffee has a distinct aroma, if that's what you're asking.
Sorry. It was really rare where I grew up. And expensive.
Is it really a good idea having another coffee addict around here?
It's not really addictive, is it?
You know how Darkspawn are always searching for something? It's coffee.
I don't believe you.
So, Harding, what do you think?
It's... delicious.
Really selling it, Harding.
Hey, I've known some liars, and I am definitely not it. And this stuff? It's good. It's warm.
I won't be upset if you don't like coffee.
You really wouldn't.
I know, but, sorry. It's just this thing I do sometimes.
Acting so people will like you?
It sounds terrible when you say it like that. I know I don't need to do it. I just do.
Sounds really healthy when you put it that way.
You must have been pretty tiny as a child.
Where'd that come from?
A tiny dwarven girl in a land of large human farmers.
Oh, yeah. I probably learned pretty quick that things worked out better if people liked me. If they agreed with me, or I agreed with them.
Some people like cream or sugar in their coffee.
Maybe coffee just isn't my thing.
How interesting. Like lyrium, you say?
Mm-hmm. This table's really cold.
Marble. It's wonderful on hot summer days.
Right. Nothing's happening.
Precisely.
Emmerich, you wanted to see me?
Ah, Rook. If you would be so kind as to step over here. And there we have it. Just as I suspected.
Emotions?
Involving Rook.
Wait, me?
Young love indeed. Come, Manfred. I'm sure they'll want to discuss the implications.
Emmerich?
Really? You went to the necromancer for dating advice?
I'm not sure how to explain.
Well, things can't get any weirder.
Emmerich suspected that my abilities could be tied to how I was feeling. Feeling about you, I mean. The special feelings. You know.
The special feelings?
This isn't funny, Rook.
Sorry, I know, it's just how you said, Never mind. What can I do?
Lyrium was the blood of the Titans. If my heart's beating, and my blood's racing around, maybe... I'm sorry.
Do you think you could control it?
It's tied to my emotions. Like the rest of my magic. I'm sure I can learn to control it.
You don't have to apologize. Us being together is about more than whether we can touch.
It's gonna be awkward.
We're already awkward. What's a bit more?
What do you think Rook's like in person? Do you think they smell nice?
What is wrong with you? And have you forgotten which side you're on?
No. I mean, think about if we could turn them. Riding beside Rook at the head of Devinter's vast armies.
Someone likes you.
Keep your voice down.
I heard from Kal Sharok about the missing dwarves. Stalguard's one of them. I have to go help. They sent me maps of the area where the missing were last seen. It's a start. You're coming to help, right?
I promised I would.
I'm ready to go whenever you are. Let's not wait too long. The missing dwarves started their patrol here. If we retrace their steps, we'll figure out what happened to them. I hope. This way, and be on your guard. I don't know what we'll find here.
That's why you brought me.
They were definitely here.
This is good. We're headed in the right direction. We've got you.
You. It's you.
Yes, it's me, Harding.
But you were... no, it couldn't have been. Oh, my head.
Can you tell us what happened?
We were on patrol. Stalguard thought he heard something. Someone weeping, he said. He left to investigate. Never returned. Soon we all started to hear it. The weeping, the whispers. Something took me as I rested. A shadow tinged with red. The last thing I saw before suffocating darkness.
How did you survive in a rock?
That's your question? Right now?
I bet it's a dwarven thing. Children of the stone.
Our philosophers may have an answer, but I do not.
Just rest. You're no longer in danger.
Something's still out there.
But it's not after you anymore.
I understand. May the ancestors be with you.
We should keep going. I sense someone else close by.
Be careful. Trust nothing you hear. Trust nothing you see. And thank you, Harding.
Lace Harding, you should not have come.
You needed help.
You know, I tried to tell her, but she's a stubborn one.
Stubborn, yes. I will be forever grateful for this foolishness.
What happened?
The memory is clouded. I recall a cry in the shadows, and then nothing. I awoke in darkness, pressed against the stone. No room to even breathe. Time lost meaning. There was a voice in my ears murmuring in despair.
Fun?
It was not fun.
Yes, never mind.
Do you know what it was?
A shade. A rot within the stone.
And it's after me. The only way to stop it is to face it.
Don't. It will consume you.
You, mister, need to rest. I'll handle it. Farther in. That's where the Titan's heart is. That's where I have to go. That's where it ends.
The Titan's heart? Are we in an actual Titan? How do you...
I just know.
Maybe Stelgod's right. Maybe you shouldn't go.
Rook.
I don't want to lose you.
If I turn from doing what's right, I'll lose myself.
Then I'm coming with you.
I know. Shall we?
Those crystals look like veins.
Over there. The heart. That's where I have to go. I don't understand.
Oh, well, that's new.
Look at me! Don't you remember? They broke us into 1,000,000 pieces, and this is all that's left!
Anger. And pain. My anger and my pain.
You cast me out!
I couldn't bear it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
They built their world on the wreckage of us. Vengeance is all we have.
Run!
Harding! You have to stop, or you'll kill us all!
I told you to run!
We don't leave people behind.
I remember all of it. Everything the Evanurus did to the Titans. And now the world will remember!
You're Lace Harding. You're more than this rage. You believe that the world is beautiful, that people are good. Hold on to it. Hold on to who you are.
It's all too much!
You don't have to fight alone.
No! You can't!
Lace, I'll always be here.
No. No, no, no! No!
I knew you couldn't resist my moves.
Shut up.
They silenced the Titans. They ripped out their souls. Your pain and your anger are justified. Don't let it control you. Make it yours.
It's all too much!
You don't have to fight alone.
No! You can't!
Lace, I'll always be here.
No. No, no, no! No!
I knew you couldn't resist my moves.
Shut up. My mind's still clearing. Anyway, you ready to go?
Let's get you home.
Turning to Kal Shirak to spread word of what happened. They'll need to be strong in the coming days. We all will.
Yep, absolutely. Anyway...
You're trying to figure out how to ask me how I am. Something breezy, but not too flippant.
Ugh, good words are so hard.
I used to worry that I'd lose myself to the Titans. But I wouldn't even be here without them, would I? How could I lose myself when they were always a part of me?
So, what's next for you?
First, we stop the Elven gods. And after that, well... one step at a time. See where it takes me.
I know this was hard for you. Learning all that. Feeling all that. I'm sorry.
Yes, but I wasn't alone. Oh, and I don't know if I said thank you, so thank you, Rook. I wouldn't be here without you.
Tell me about you and Harding.
What? Who? How?
Morrigan has eyes everywhere.
Of course she does. Hey, just thought I'd check in. See how you're doing.
I'm all right, I think. Thanks.
Wish I understood more about the Titans and how we all fit together.
No one does. I don't. I don't think the Oracle did either. When all you have are broken shards, how are you supposed to figure out what they used to be? I think I just need some time to think and sort things out.
It'd be kind of surprising if you didn't.
I still remember every moment of it. Suffocating under the weight of the Titan's pain. I couldn't see a way past it. And all I wanted was for the rest of the world to suffer too. And then... you were there. And that's when I knew we'd be okay. That I'd be okay.
You knew? 'Cause I sure didn't. Boy, am I glad it worked out.
Me too. You helped me remember who I was. Not some Titan, but just Lace Harding. You can be flippant, but I know what you did for me. And so do you, whether you want to admit it or not.
You take that back.
Make me. You know, I think about Solus sometimes. He's been trapped by his mistakes for eons. When you're blinded by sorrow and pain, you need someone to help you past it. But he's too proud for that. He believes he's alone, even when he doesn't have to be.
Ugh, really? We were having a nice moment and you bring him up?
I can't help what comes to my head. Don't you feel sorry for him, even a little bit?
He's planning to kill a lot of people.
Yes. Solus took this path because he thinks he has no choice. But the Inquisitor believes there is another way for him. For them. She could save him, if he would just let her. No one's beyond help, Rook. No one. I have to believe it. Or none of this matters. At Isana Nagat, on the mountain. Come with me?
Is there unfinished business?
No, nothing of the sort, but I could use company, if you're up for the trip. Stalgard should be around here somewhere.
I hope he's fully recovered from being trapped in the rock.
I hope so too, but the Kalsharok dwarves are tough. I'd like to see Kalsharok. Do you think Stalgard would take me? Should I ask him? Would that be rude?
Only if you ask rudely.
They're wary of outsiders, but I could learn so much about the dwarves. About myself. Maybe once things have settled down a bit.
Good. We are all here. I wanted you to meet my sister, Dura. She is a steward of Kalsharok's memories. A historian.
We have heard of your gifts. We wanted to meet you. To learn from you.
From me?
About the Titans. About our past.
You came here to meet me. To talk to me?
Oh, see, this is the part where you do the thing that shows us how far you've come.
I've learned so much, but I know there's still more to discover. I could tell you what I've learned, but maybe it's better if I show you. Hear the song of the stone. You children of Titans.
This is the eternal hymn.
The prayer and the proclamation.
Isa Tunal.
I felt it. I felt the Titans.
I opened my heart to all of you, but I could hold it only for a moment.
But there was an eternity in that moment. Thank you.
No. Thank you. Being here with you. With all of you. I finally understand. We will carry the Titans in our hearts, but it is no longer their time. It is ours. I'm fine.
Oh, there's an act for the road.
I'm just a little worried about everything. But we're gonna be fine, right?
We don't know that.
Very comforting.
We'll manage something. Might even make it out alive.
Slightly better.
I try.
At me! Just announcing that we're here, huh?
He knew we were here. Dragons don't have kings, they have queens.
Can't wait to see his face when you tell him that.
How many of these dead Titans underground are we talking?
Many. I don't know exactly. Why?
I knew some older wardens that said they'd seen parts of them in the deep roads, but no one was really sure.
They'd look like part of the rock. It's hard to see unless you know what you're looking for.
Which is...
I don't know. I just know it feels different.
Fair enough. Grey Wardens go through the same thing sensing Darkspawn.
How long did it take you to get used to it?
I never did.
I have a question, Harding, if you don't mind my asking. As your de facto physician, have you and Rook had any more difficulties with touch?
The skin thing? It's been going good. I'm gaining more control every day.
Wonderful to hear.
Besides, our relationship is more than just physical.
Exactly.
The heart speaks across all things.
I thought I heard you in here.
I can't stop thinking about the moon. They moved the moon, Rook.
Right. That.
They moved the damn moon like it was a picture they wanted on a different wall.
Lace.
And we're supposed to stop them? How?
We stop them with teamwork. And style.
Really, Rook?
Oh, all right. Doing it stylishly is a distant goal, I'll be honest.
But so many things could go wrong. I can't stop thinking. What if? What if one of us...
You mean, what if one of us dies?
Don't say it. You can't just say things like that.
We're both thinking it.
But saying it out loud is different.
How?
It just is.
You know, I could fall down the stairs tomorrow and break my neck.
What?
I could be kicked in the head by a horse, or eat some bad shellfish, or fall asleep in the tub and drown.
I don't know that this is helping.
The point is, anything could happen anywhere, but we don't stop living.
I hate it when you're right.
No matter what happens, this, here, now, has been worth everything.
Okay, then let's focus on us. For now. Just us.
It's gonna be fine. You told Lace it's gonna be fine, and it is going to be fine.
I've fought them before, and I've got the stone on my side.
No one's fast enough for that many on Tom.
Someone has to do this, Tosh. It's going good, right? We're handling things.
One obstacle at a time, like we always do.
I'm still not looking at that damn moon.
We'll get your sunlight back, Lace Harding. Promise.
Hey, are you okay?
You know, for the first time in a while, I really am.
Listen, let us handle getting word to our allies. All you need to handle is taking care of yourself, okay? I'll be by your room to check up on you soon. We lost so many people that day.
I know.
I never gave up on you. I knew you were still out there.
Well, I'm hard to get rid of. Like a stubborn stain or a clod of dirt stuck to...
Please, shh.
Okay.
And I can carry the pain of the Titans. But not alone. Not without you. Because I love you.
Is there something on my face?
Maybe. But it's your face, so I love it anyway.
Oh.
You know, sometimes I'm afraid that if I close my eyes, you'll disappear again. Is it really you? Are you really here?
If you dreamed me up, the least you could have done is made me cuter.
You don't need to be cuter. I've seen spirits leave the Fade and become real people.
You think I could be a spirit in disguise?
It isn't malicious. They're just drawn to strong emotion. And then, one day, they're people.
I think I'm really me, and I'm really here.
Thanks. I just needed to hear it. When I was little, the world was simple. Things were what they appeared to be. Now, I realize that's not true. It's never been true. I've opened a door, and I can't shut it again.
You said you saw a spirit becoming a person. When?
There was someone with the Inquisition, a young man. By the time he joined, he was a real, physical, solid person. But he didn't start out that way.
Would you shut the door? Even if you could?
Sometimes. I wish I was carefree Lace again. But not knowing doesn't change anything. Does it? The world was always the way it was, with spirits and titans and the Fade. It's all chaos, and the only anchor we have are the people we care about. I'll never regret learning that. Even if the journey hurt.
Me too. And I promise I'll always stand beside you against the chaos.
I know. It feels so different without Davrin. I can't believe he's just gone. We don't talk about it much, but everyone knows it. We wouldn't be here if Davrin hadn't stepped up.
He was a hero. We won't forget it.
Right. We can see it through, the rest of us. We'll fight. We'll win. But do you feel rested? You fell asleep pretty fast last night. Must have really needed it.
I did. And I felt safe with you there.
Rook, I will always be a safe place for you to rest your head. Early in our search for solace, Varric would ask me, "You sure you want to be here? It won't be easy." And I'd say, "I know. I'm not afraid of difficult." I didn't know how difficult it would be, especially without his wisdom. He could always make sense of things, you know?
I know exactly what you mean.
Right. You were talking to him this whole time.
Just a memory of him. Enhanced by Solus's magic, I think.
I'd take that. Just to hear that voice one more time, telling me it will all be okay. We've tried to get messages through to the Shadow Dragon since Elgernon took over Minrathous. No luck. Nev's always so composed, but she must be worried. It's her city, her friends. But the Shadows are well established. They've fought for Minrathous for years. Let's get there quickly. I know I'm ready. I've got a score to settle with Elgernon. For the Titans and Dwarves. He has no idea who he's messed with. You, me, Varric, Nev. We started this. Let's make sure we end it right. Let's finish this, Rook.
Harding, I am sorry.
For what, Solus? Betraying the Inquisitor and breaking her heart? Trying to tear down the Veil, killing Varric? Using blood magic on Rook's mind and then betraying her? Or maybe you're sorry for destroying the Titan's spirits, stripping our dreams from us and creating the Darkspawn.
Yes, I am.
Of course Solus lied to us. Again. I expect it, and yet I'm surprised every time. But we're chipping away at Elgernon's forces. I thought that was impossible. He commands armies, and he's a god. Or really close to one anyway. We even got Balara back. It's because of you. You're our leader. Our heart. My heart. As long as you stand beside me, I know things can't go too far wrong.
The trust you have in me, your support, your unwavering faith, they keep me going. I hope you know that. I'm going to win this. For you. For us.
In case I don't get another chance to say it, you've made me happier than I thought possible. You believed in me when I couldn't, and you helped me see the strength I always had. The journey's been hard. Still, I don't regret any of it, because I get to have you in my life, and you make it beautiful. Just one final push to the palace. We're so close, Rook.
You and me, Lace. Whatever comes, we'll face it together.
There's no one I'd rather stand beside at the end of the world. But if we live, Ferelden, cottage, quiet, at least for a while.
It's a date.
I'm ready. Let's finish this.
Signed up for quite the job, didn't we?
I'm glad you were there, that you're still here.
Back at you, Lace.
Now we finish this. For Varric.
For Varric.
Full moon's just ahead. Everybody ready?
Whenever you are.
You got us here, love. We're with you to the end. Or the Dwarven people, rediscovering their lost magic and their connection to the stone. There are stories of love.
But those stories aren't over.